After reaching the popular tourist destinations, drive to unfamiliar places. It is then that you can see the non-artificial landscapes where the uniqueness of nature remains the same. Yes, I choose such places in most of my travels. That is what I had fixed in mind when I made the plan to go to Kodaikanal. No Cockers Walk, Bryant Park, or the lake. Look at place boards in town and find unfamiliar place names. If you want, you can search on Google too. So when I searched on Google, some place names outside Kodaikanal came to my mind. Pundi, Poombarai, Mannavana, Kukal and many other places. When I added these places in Google Map, all are on the same route. It is only 45 km from Kodaikanal to Pundi and the other 3 villages are on the way to Pundi. So in this video, you can see some of the views and some details of those villages. I drive from Bangalore late at night, and reached here at 8 o'clock and was going to climb the Kodai Ghat section. It is beautiful to see the trees growing like arches on both sides of the road, and welcome board to Kodaikanal before climbing the Ghat pass. You can also see the Kodai hills in the distance. This pass is going up there. This ghat has around 21 hairpin bends and the views from the road down are spectacular with many viewpoints and distant views of Thalar Falls and Manjala Dam can be seen from this ghat. When I reached the top of the ghat, I saw a beautiful waterfall on the side of the road, a small waterfall that cascades down the tributary of the Pala river. Its name is Silver Cascading Waterfalls. From here, I entered to the Kodaikanal town. Through the city I am heading to Pundi road. After Ooty, Kodaikanal is my most favorite hill station in Tamil Nadu. When winter comes, the demand for Kodaikanal will increase more. When the cool breeze and cold weather combine together here, Kodaikanal is loved by anyone. When people visit in Kodaikanal, there are some list in their plan. Most of them visit the Kodai Lake, sightseeing at Viewpoint, Pine Forest and Guna Cave visit. Then after shopping they return. But there are some beautiful places spread out in the vicinity of Kodaikanal, away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Yes, my journey to those places, the oldest settlement and villages with a history of 300 years. The eucalypts and pine trees on both sides of the road provided mesmerizing views throughout the journey. First trip to the Poombarai Village. A slow walk through the dark paths shaded by pine trees. Beyond the pines and eucalypts is the forest. Boards with pictures of bison and tigers are often seen. There are many signs indicating left and right turns, deep valleys and narrow paths. Although the road is narrow, you can drive safely. Since the journey is in the morning, there are very few vehicles. Poombarai is 20 km from Kodaikanal through these routes. This village is famous for garlic cultivation. After a while, on the right side, I saw many houses interspersed with villages and farms. Yes, it is Poombarai village. I stopped the car there and got down. This is the view of Poombarai from the hotel near the road. It's 12 o'clock, I decided to stay here in Poombarai today, and explore the place. Poombarai, a small Kodai village, shines in the golden rays of the setting sun. These small huts situated among the greenery belong to the farmers. The population of this village is only 6,000. The Kulanthir Valapar temple is famous here. It is believed that this temple was constructed 3,000 years ago. Poombarai village can be reached in half an hour from Kodaikanal. This small village is situated at an altitude of 1,920 meters above sea level. History says that the people of these villages, who were defeated in the wars fought in the valleys of the Palani hills during the reign of the king, came as immigrants to Poombarai and Pundi mountains. Later, when the British came and started various institutions with Kodaikanal as the center, they used the same paths of the villagers who came to these villages as immigrants in the early days. Years have passed through these villages with migrations and British occupations. Even today these villages remain silent as a tourist destination. Not only garlic, crops are grown here 3 times a year according to the weather. At the time of my visit, potatoes, beans, garlic, carrots, coriander, these were the main crops at that time. By the time these crops are harvested, there will be good rains and then other crops will be planted again. In short, it is an agricultural village that continuously produces crops. When I woke up the next morning, the whole village was covered with mist and fog. It was only after 11 o'clock that the village became clear. If you travel about 3 kilometers inside the village, there is a waterfall situated. The guy from this tea shop said that. Then I drove further inside looking at that waterfall. After going some distance, I could see the distant view of the waterfall. The way to go there was closed. Then I asked the permission of this homestay property and entered. From here we can see the waterfall. This property name is Tehika, a beautiful homestay property. Only 2 houses are there now. Next, if I come, I should come and stay here. It has such a good feeling here. This property contact details available in the video description. So friends, the Offbeat Kodaikanal Explore not ends here. From here I am heading to the next village. I will share those details in the next video. Until then, bye bye and thanks to all who have watched the video. And always welcome your valuable feedback. See you in the next video.